Hello, can you people hear me? Hello.
Yes, Mahek.
Sorry guys. Actually, I was just talking to you people like that. I didn't realize that you people were not hearing me. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Sorry guys. I thought you people are able to hear me. I'm sorry. First, everyone said yes, so I thought you people are able to hear me. Now, hope everyone is able to hear me, right? Amulya, Ganesh, Krishnaveni, Nasimha, Prashant, Priyanka, Rahul, Sagar, Sai, Srinivas, Vinith. Okay, okay. Sorry. I was actually talking for from last a few minutes. Okay, but I guess there was some issue. Yeah, hi. Okay, sorry. Uh, Rahul, I guess this is your first class, and Vinith also. I guess this is your first class, and Prashant, this is also your first class. Okay, I'll talk to you people. Oh, just let me do that. So, are you familiar with Java, Rahul? I will start with Rahul first. Rahul,
Sir, actually,
familiar with
I
Java?
am not very much
Just a
familiar
minute,
with
please.
it.
Just a minute.
Uh,
Just a minute. Yeah, Rahul, you can now
yeah,
try. Yeah, I can hear.
uh, uh, Sir, actually, I am like from a non from a biotech, so I don't know much about Java, but I am just learning basics from YouTube before attending the class.
Okay, 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 fine, no problem. Yes, fine. So you're learning just started with Java. Okay, that's not a
Yeah.
problem. Okay, fine. Any other languages you're familiar with?
Sir, actually, 2, 3 years ago, I started with the C++ after completing my school,
Okay,
college. I mean, so that's what I meant. C++, little bit.
okay, no problem. Okay, got you. Okay, thank you, Rahul. And Prashant, hi. So all of you, please make sure that your mics are muted. Okay, Prashant, you can just unmute. Are you talking by any chance, Prashant? So I'm able to hear you. Prashant, I'm sorry. Are you speaking by any chance? I can't hear you. Or I guess there is some issue with your mic. You can do one thing. You can just type in the answer for my question. Are you familiar with Java? Okay. To what extent you're familiar with Java? Okay, very good. Okay. Are you familiar with advanced topics? Okay, good. Just listen to the class today. Not up to the mark. Okay, fine. Sure. So I'll talk to you people after the session again who have just joined today. Okay. Yes. Hi Vineet, can you hear me?
Hi, Mahesh.
Yeah, hi. How about you? This is your first class, right? Or did I speak? Did I talk to
Yeah,
you?
this is my first class.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my first class.
Okay, Vineet.
And coming to Java, I have really basic knowledge about it. I know I learned CPP and in C++, but
Okay.
other than that, I would say I'm just a beginner.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. No problem. Sure. Okay. Good. Thank you for the information. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. So let's start with the class today. And people have just joined today. Um, I will give you the information about the training after the class. I'll talk to you people again. Yeah. Just listen to the class now, all of you. Let's start. Already it is little late, no problem. So I'll spend more time today. Yeah. So today, first topic which I'm going to start here is Java platform. So we will learn basics of Java, fundamentals of Java. So if you people are familiar with these topics, please bear with me, okay? Because there are few people who are not familiar with it. Yes. So Java platform. As a Java developer, first of all, you should know what do we mean by Java platform. What is a Java platform? Yes. So Java platform means, I can say that it represents set of resources, or I can say environment needed to run the Java applications. Java platform, it represents set of resources, or I can say environment needed to run the Java applications, I can say. You know, every application, every program, no matter which language we use to develop that application, definitely it needs set of resources. Okay, it needs a platform, I can say, that is environment to execute, to run. So what are these resources? Let's see. But before we talk about this Java platform or Java resources, that means set of resources which are needed to run the Java applications. Before that, I will talk about platform in general. I'll talk about platform in general. So what is platform? You might have heard about this term a lot, right? In programming languages, you might have heard about this term. Yes. So what is a platform? So what do you people think? What do we mean by a platform? Yes. So platform means, you see, it represents set of resources which are needed for executing the application. Platform means only operating system, that's it. I can say that when we talk about a platform means, yes, again it is set of resources needed for executing a program. So that resources can be broadly classified. When we talk about resources, we broadly classify them into two types: software resources and hardware resources. software and hardware resources. So any program, every program, no matter which programming language we use to develop the application, you need set of resources. That resources itself, we call it as a platform. That means it creates an environment, okay, uh, to run the applications or to execute the applications. Okay. When we talk about hardware resources, so there are few essential resources, important resources which are needed for an application. Can you people point out those resources? Yes. Hardware resources. I can say that you need memory. Yes. You need IO devices. You know what? Sometimes it may look silly we are talking about this part, but yes, of course, as a developer, you should be aware of all these facts, all these details. Yes. So, is anyone interested in answering any question? Please let me know. I see a few people have unmuted your mics. Please make sure that you mute your mics if you have nothing to question or you don't have anything to ask. Please make sure that mute your mics because we can reduce the background noise. So this class is recorded. Okay, so I'm going to share the records. Please make sure that you mute your mics. I guess Rahul, your mic is not muted. Your mic is muted.
Yeah.
Please mute it. So you know what? If you people have any questions, I have no problem. You can unmute and talk to me. But meanwhile, make sure that mic is muted. So did you find the option to mute the mic, Rahul?
Yes, sir. I think I'm muted it.
You have to mute it. You didn't mute it. You'll find mic option. Yeah, now it is muted. Thank you. Yes. Please don't mind everyone. I want to make sure that you have a good audio clarity. Okay. Yes. For the records because later on you will be referring to those records, right? So you will have good clarity, audio clarity. Okay. Yes. So memory, the RAM, same. CPU or we say processor is one of the most important resources which you need. IO devices means it includes keyboard also. When we talk about software resources, you need a operating system OS which you people are talking about. Yes. And what else? You need libraries. Okay, but this will be specific to a programming language. Every programming language has got its own set of libraries. Linkers, loaders, okay, and so on. Now all other resources will be specific to a programming language. But this hardware resources which I've listed down here, memory, IO devices, CPU, processor, so irrespective of which programming language it is, to run that applications, you need this resources, they are common. So operating system also it is needed for every program, no matter which language you're using to write the program. Definitely to execute it, we need operating system. We need libraries, thinkers, loaders. Everything is needed. Okay, libraries will be specific to programming language. You'll have C libraries which are different from C++. Java also has got libraries. What are libraries? Can someone tell me? What are libraries?
Predefined functions.
Yes, predefined functions or predefined code, array-made code, the code which we can reuse it, reusable code. Okay, yes. So the set of different classes. Yes, we'll talk about set of different classes which are predefined. Okay. So what you people said is fine. Yes, we'll discuss more about the libraries. Okay. So at appropriate time I'll talk about it. Don't worry. Fine. So this is in general any program they need these resources. But let's go back to the Java platform. What is Java platform? Java platform means I can say that set of resources which are needed to execute a Java application. Particularly, in order to execute a Java application, what are the resources which you need? The resources which are specific to Java. Resources which are specific to Java, I can say. Yes. So these are particularly software resources itself. So we say there are two core components. There are two core components in Java platform. One is API, the other one is JVM, and the second one is API. I can say JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. API stands for Application Programming. Sorry, Application Programming Interface. So it is also known as library. In other programming languages, it is called as a library. Yeah, fine. You know, if you want to execute a Java application, then in that case, definitely you need Java platform, and in the Java platform, you'll find that JVM and the API they play a key role. JVM and the API they play a key role. These are the two important components or primary components of your Java platform, I can say. Yes. So we'll try to understand JVM first of all. Okay. Yes. JVM. So JVM is originally developed by Sun Microsystems. So actually, Java is from Sun Microsystems. You might have heard about it, but you will find that later on Java is acquired by Oracle. We say no, Java is from Oracle. JVM is responsible for executing the bytecode generated by the Java compilers. JVM is responsible for executing the bytecode which is generated by the Java compiler. So what is bytecode? Is anyone familiar with it? Okay, yes. So some people, they may not be familiar with it. Let's help them to understand what is bytecode. Okay, so all of you, please bear with me. Very few, I'll just brief everyone. Let's try to review. Okay, yes, what is this bytecode? First of all, you'll write a Java program and you will save it in a file whose extension is .java. You'll save it in a file whose extension is .java. So, always we write a Java program and you will save it to file whose extension is .java. This file, it is actually called as a source file. This file is actually called as a source file. Source file. And the Java code which we write here is actually called as source code. The Java code which we write here is actually called as source code. Yes, we write Java code, right? The code which we write, the code which we write, it is actually called as source code. Okay. Yes. You know, the source code which we write, it is considered as high level language code. Whatever the Java code which we write, it is actually considered as high level language code. You know that? Yes. Whatever the Java code which we write, it is high level language code. So what does that mean? Can you people tell me? High level language code means
which is understandable to the machine.
high level language code means which we people, we human beings can easily understand. We can easily read, write, and learn. High level languages, you'll find that we human beings can easily learn, easily read, and easily write. It is for we human beings. But you will find that this high level language code, your machines, they cannot understand this high level language code. So this source code which we write, it is actually high level language code itself. Then how your machines will be able to execute the instructions which we write here. So this high level language code, it has to be converted into low level language code. This high level language code, it has to be converted into low level language code. Okay, yes. So you see, this is where your compiler comes into the picture. This is where your compiler comes into the picture. So compiler is responsible for translating the source code to bytecode. compiler does two things. It not only translates the source code to bytecode, but it also does one more thing. It is before it translates that source code to bytecode, before it translates that source code to bytecode, first of all, it will check for syntax errors. The compiler, first of all, it will check for syntax errors. So if the compiler finds that uh, there are no syntax errors in the program, in the Java program which we have written, if there are no syntax errors, if there are no syntax errors, then it translates this source code to bytecode. It will translate the source code to bytecode. Yes. So what the compiler does, the input for the compiler is .java file, the source file. The output is a .class file. It generates a .class file in which you'll have that bytecode, I can say. In which you'll have that bytecode. Yes. So this is actually considered as a class file. We call it as a class file. So this bytecode, which is generated, you can think of it as a kind of low-level language code, but it's not completely low-level language code. You can think of it as a kind of intermediary code. This bytecode, I can say that it is a kind of executable code for your JVM. Okay, whatever the bytecode which is generated by the compiler, so your JVM is going to execute this bytecode, I can say. Your JVM is responsible for executing this bytecode. Yes. So once you got the bytecode, now we can pass this bytecode to the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So bytecode will execute this code and generates that results or output, I can say. Okay. Yes. So this is the procedure to write a Java program. So first of all, you'll write a Java program, you'll save it in .class file, sorry, .java file. So the Java code which we write is actually called a source code, and that file is called as a source file. So that source code which we write, the Java program, so Java code which we write, is actually considered as high-level language code, which we human beings can easily understand. Okay, but your machines cannot understand it. So that high-level language code has to be converted into low-level language code, which your machines can understand and execute. So that is where your compiler comes into the picture. So we'll compile this code. So during the compilation, the compiler will first of all it will check for syntax errors. So if it finds any syntax errors, then it won't compile the program. So it will simply report that errors. And if there are no errors in the program, then only it will translate that bytecode, sorry, source code to bytecode. And once the bytecode is generated, okay, it is written to the class file. Now you can take this class file and you can pass it on to the JVM, so that JVM will execute that bytecode which is written into the class file. So in that bytecode, whatever we have, you see, you'll have some instructions, right? We'll be writing some instructions. So that result or output will be generated. That result or output will be generated here. That is how it works. So hope everyone got it. You see, this JVM now, it is responsible for executing the bytecode generated by the compiler, Java compiler, which is considered as low-level language code, I can say. Yes. You know, there is one specialty about this bytecode which is generated by the compiler. What is the specialty of the bytecode which is generated by the compiler? Let's see. So that bytecode, as I told you people, it is a kind of executable code for the, it's a kind of executable code for the Java virtual machine. Like it is a kind of executable code for the Java virtual machine. Okay. So you see that bytecode, whatever we have, it executes on top of the JVM. You see, on top of the JVM, we have this Java application, right? So that Java application, it's all bytecode, I can say. Okay, this is all bytecode. Your JVM again, it runs on top of operating system. JVM, it runs on top of underlying operating system, I can say. Fine. So JVM will obtain all the necessary resources from the underlying operating system. JVM obtains all the necessary resources from the underlying operating system. Okay, and you'll find that it will supply them to the program, Java program. Always the JVM will acquire the resources from the underlying operating system which are needed for the Java program, I can say. Yes, on top of your JVM, your program executes. Fine. So that is all bytecode. Okay. The Java application which you're talking about, whatever the programs, whatever the code which are written, it's all converted into bytecode. Yes. Fine. You know what? You might have heard about this term. Java is actually considered as platform independent. Platform independent. So can someone tell me what do we mean by platform independent? What does that mean? If I say Java is platform independent, what does that mean? Runs on different operating systems. Okay. That means even C++ also runs on different operating systems, right? So can I say that C++ is also platform independent? Okay. Why not? Why C++ is not Java independent? Sorry, it's not platform independent. Okay, yes. When I say platform independent, that means we can compile once and run it on any platform. Yes. You know, you will find that if you write a Java program in Windows operating system, let's say you've written a Java program in Windows operating system. you've written a Java program in Windows operating system and you've compiled it. So when you compile this Java program, which you've written, in Windows operating system, you'll get bytecode, right? You're going to get bytecode. Now you can take that bytecode, okay, which is generated in Windows operating system, and you can execute it on any operating system like Unix, Linux, Mac, provided you got JVM installed on that machine. Provided you have JVM installed on that machine. Yes, you got the point, all of you. Yes, that's right. So that is what the next thing I'll tell you people. So once again I'll repeat it. You see, you can write a Java program and you can compile it. Once you do it, let's say you've written the Java program in Windows operating system and you have compiled it in Windows operating system itself. So you're going to get the bytecode, right? So if you compile that Java program, you'll get bytecode. So that bytecode, now you can take it and you can execute it on Windows, Linux, Unix, or any operating system, provided you have JVM installed on that machine. Okay, provided you have JVM installed on that machine. You see, for every operating system, for each operating system, you'll find that there is an appropriate version of JVM available. Okay, there is an appropriate version of JVM which is available. So all you need to do is you have to install the appropriate version of JVM on that machine, for Linux, for Windows, for Mac, for Solaris, for every operating system. You got an appropriate version of JVM, so you have to install it. So once you got that JVM, now you can execute that bytecode. It doesn't matter in which operating system you have generated that bytecode. Okay, yes, you can execute it on any platform. Yes, fine. But when it comes to C++, you can't do that. Why so? I'll tell you the difference. We need to understand this. You see, if you write, you see that bytecode which is generated by the Java compiler, especially this bytecode, it is actually executable code for the JVM, I say, not for the underlying platform. The underlying platform, it cannot execute, it cannot understand that bytecode and it won't execute it. Who executes that bytecode? Always your JVM executes that bytecode. So JVM is responsible for executing that bytecode. You got the point, all of you? So you see, you'll find that if you have JVM installed on your machine, then you can execute this bytecode. Yes. But when it comes to C++, if you compile a C program, if you compile a C program in Windows operating system or or Linux operating system. Okay, for suppose first we'll start with Windows. If you compile a program in Windows operating system, okay, then in that case, yes, what exactly you'll get if you compile a C program in Windows operating system, what will be the output, what type of file you're going to get. you're going to get the executable code. You will get the executable code which is actually specific to that underlying operating system. Okay, yes, you know that. So if you compile a C++ program, you will get the executable code which is specific to that underlying operating system. For example, if you execute a C program in Windows operating system, so you'll get the executable code which is specific to in Windows operating system itself. Now you cannot take this executable code and and execute that code in Unix or Linux platform. And if you compile a program in Unix or Linux, then you will get the executable code which is specific to that Unix or Linux platform. Now you cannot take that executable code which is generated in Unix or Linux platform which is specific to Unix or Linux, and you cannot execute it in Windows operating system. That is not possible. So always in case of C++ programming languages, you will have that issue, I can say. Okay, yes. So they will generate the code, executable code, which is very much specific to the underlying operating system. Unlike your Java, so Java generates that bytecode which is not specific to any operating system. It is actually for JVM. So JVM executes that bytecode. So for every operating system, you got appropriate version of JVM. It executes and it executes that bytecode the same way, I can say. The JVM behavior will not change from operating system to operating system. So it works the same way. So that is the main reason why Java is platform independent, because that executable code is specific to JVM. JVM executes on top of operating system. So that bytecode, it executes on top of your operating on top of JVM, not on top of operating system directly. Yes. So hope you people got it. So is it clear for you people? So we say C++ is platform dependent, whereas Java is platform independent. So any questions, please let me know. So I'll assume that this is clear for you people. Yeah, you see, you can write a program and you can compile it anywhere. That's not a problem. Okay, you can do it. If you have written a program, C program, now you can compile it in Windows operating system or Linux, Unix, doesn't matter. But after you compile it, you'll get some executable code, right? That executable code, it depends on that underlying operating system. It will be specific to that underlying operating system. That executable code which is compiled after, sorry, the executable code which is generated after compilation, that executable code will be specific to the underlying operating system. That's the problem. That means if you compile a C program in Windows, then you can only execute it in Windows platform, not in Linux or Unix. Yeah. So hope this is clear. So, okay, when there is another question, when you deploy the Java application on target machine, okay, which files you need to put? Yeah, that is what I'm saying. You'll be using bytecode, the dot class files, and you see, going forward, you'll find that not only this bytecode, but you need some additional files You'll have configuration files, libraries. We'll follow some directory structures, application structures will be there. So there are a lot of things which we have to consider. So all those files will be included. But from code's perspective, if you're talking about the code, so you'll find that if you want to deploy an application, then you will use bytecode dot class files. Okay, and you will need additional files also, but it depends on what type of application it is. For different types of applications, for web applications, you have a specific structure, and for web applications, you need some additional files. Even for enterprise applications, you need some additional files. Okay, it depends now. The application structure, that files, what files you need. So they will vary from application to application. So any other doubts? Okay, good. So now you understood what is JVM and what is the responsibility of the JVM. So JVM is responsible for executing the bytecode, right? Fine. We'll discuss more about the JVM later on. Now let's talk about the API. So this is one more important component of your Java platform. API. So what is API? Can someone tell me what is API? Whatever you know. Yes, few people have already answered it, but still, if there is anyone left over who want to answer this question, they can do that. So what is API? Okay, I got some answers. Let me see. So library of predefined functions and methods. Okay, yes. So I'll give you people a definition for this API. So all of you, you can make a note of it. Okay. API is a large collection of predefined classes and interfaces. It's a large collection of API is a large collection of predefined classes and interfaces grouped into various packages, I can say. So API provides core functionalities needed for the application development. In Java, we call it as an API. In other languages, you may use different term for it. You may use different term for it. For example, in C, C++, it is called as a library. API is also predefined code itself, of course. Okay. Yes. API is also a predefined code itself. So API is a large collection of predefined classes and interfaces. What are these classes and interfaces? So first of all, we'll try to understand a class here. We'll try to understand what is a class. Class means it's a unit, I can say. In Java, if you want to write any code, even if you want to write a single line of instruction in Java, even if you want to write a single line of instruction in Java, first of all, you need to define a class. We'll start by defining a class. And you know what? Again, inside the class, you're not going to directly write the code. So then what to do? You have to define a method. Inside the class, you'll define a method. And inside that method, you'll have a set of instructions. Okay? Yes. Define class, define method, and inside the method, you write set of instructions. Okay? So in a class, you can define any number of methods. In a class, you can write any number of methods. So each method, you can think of it as a subunit. Yeah. So class is a unit. In the class again, we have method, which is again a subunit of a class, I can say. And inside that method, you'll have instructions. Inside that class, you'll have methods. So inside that methods, you'll have instructions. Inside the method, you'll write instructions. Yeah. Okay. So each method will have set of instructions, and basically it represents a functionality, I can say. It represents a functionality. Each method has got set of instructions, and it actually represents a functionality. So the functionalities can be different types. For example, uh, the most common functionality which you people might be knowing is printing some content onto the console or reading the content from the standard input device. Yep. So these are different or common functions which you'll see. Okay. So for common functions or common functionalities, I can say, you have methods in the API. You know, we call them as core functionalities. Yes. So in the API, you'll have methods. That methods, okay, we don't directly define the methods in, but you'll define a class. Inside the class, you'll have methods. So each method, it has got a specific functionality. Each method has got a specific functionality. Yes. So, we say they are core functionalities. I said API provides core functionalities needed for the application development. Core functionalities means the most common functionalities, which are needed for an application development across the application development and for different types of applications. For different type of applications, you may need that functionality. Yes. The most common functionality which you may need in developing different types of applications. Yes. Most common functionalities. So, what is the benefit of this API? What is the advantage of the API? Can you people tell me? Reusability of code. We don't have to redefine that common code again. Extensibility. Don't need to specifically write code for each function. Quick program development. So whatever you said, all of you are right. You see, first of all, this API provides a lot of predefined methods where each method has got a specific functionality. You know, that means before you develop any functionality, or before you define any method, okay, in order to implement any functionality, first of all, you check whether this functionality is already available in the API. It is always better to check whether this functionality is available in the API. Yes. So if this functionality is available in the API, then you don't need to develop that functionality, right? So you can simply make use of it. Okay, so you can simply make use of it. So most important thing is reusability, right? Yeah. So reusability is one of the most important advantage of the API. So that means it will save time and efforts, right? Reusability means if you are reusing the code which is already existing, instead of developing it from the scratch, if you can make use of it, then what happens? You will save time first of all. Time is money, you know that, and you will also save some efforts. Yeah, now you don't need to develop everything from the scratch, which may take considerable amount of time. Moreover, they may not be reliable also. It's because you have to test them until and unless that methods or functionalities are tested. See, people, they're not going to use it. Yes. Okay. So you will find that in core Java itself, it is estimated that you have more than 4,000 classes and interfaces. You have more than 4,000 classes and interfaces. That means you have a lot of predefined methods in the API. You got a lot of predefined methods in the API. So which you can make use of. So in each class, you'll have set of methods, right? You have close to 4,000 classes and interfaces. In each class, you'll have set of methods, right? So on an average, let's say you may have 10 to 15 methods. Just think about it. You have thousands of classes. That means you have thousands of predefined methods. And each method it provides a specific functionality, I can say. Each method it provides a specific functionality. Yes. So this is the API. You know, as a Java developer, so we'll be using this API heavily. Okay, you should know how to use this API. As a Java developer, you should know how to use the API. So if you want to work with the API, then in that case, you know, you learn object-oriented programming. So object-oriented programming is the key for the API. If you want to learn the API thoroughly, then try to learn, try to understand this object-oriented programming. So if you know object-oriented programming, then I can say that it is not at all difficult for you people to work with the API. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you see, these are the two core components which are needed. Okay. These are the two core components which are needed. Yeah. So they are part of the Java platform. These are the two core components of your Java platform, you can say. So every Java application, it needs the JVM and the API. Yes. These are the two essential components, I can say. Fine. So any questions in this regard, please let me know. Yes, that's right. So any other questions? Okay, good. Now, the next question is, how do we install or how do we configure this Java platform on your machine? How to configure the Java platform on your machine here. So you need Java platform, of course, right? Otherwise, you'll not be able to work with Java API. Yes. You see, you'll find that Java provides JDK. It is actually called as a software development kit. JDK. It stands for Java Development Kit. If you want to configure or install Java platform on your machine, so what you need to do is you have to download this JDK. You have to download this JDK. Yes. So after after you're done downloading the JDK, installing it on your machine, if you're done downloading the JDK and if you have installed it on the machine, then I can say that you got the tools. JDK provides the tools to develop, build, and run the Java applications. So what the JDK does, JDK is going to provide you the tools to develop, build, and run the Java applications. Yes. That is what JDK does. So if you have installed JDK on your machine, then you have the support for developing, building, and to run the Java applications, to develop the applications, to build them. After we are done developing the applications, we have to build it. Building means compiling, creating appropriate project structures and all. Okay, yes, that is building. After building the application, we have to execute it. So for that, you have tools provided by JDK. So JDK provides us the tools to do this. Okay. Yes, that means API and your JVM are shipped with JDK. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't have API or if you don't have JDK, then you cannot run that application. It is not possible. You cannot run the application. Next, you have JRE. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. You will also hear this a lot. If you want, you can separately download and install JRE. But how is JRE different from JDK? So what is JRE? Can someone tell me? Yes, that's right. You'll find that JRE is actually it provides the tools to run the Java applications. At most, what you can do is you can run the Java applications using JRE. At most, you can run the Java applications. You'll only get the tools to run the Java application. That means, can I say that JRE is a subset of JDK? Can I say that JRE is a subset of JDK? Yes, that's right. We can say that JRE is a subset of JDK. Yes. Who needs JRE? Who needs JRE? Yes, the clients. So JRE is basically needed for the clients. You see, we develop the applications for our clients, right? Yes, the end users. For them, JRE is needed. So you see, when we talk about end users, we don't develop the applications on the end users, right? On the client's machine, we don't develop the applications. So we only run the applications on the client's machine. We only run the applications from the client machine. Okay. So for them, JRE is needed. So from where to download this JDK JRE? How to install it? You see in the official site you'll find it. So the current version of JDK which is available is 8. You can take it. Java SE Development Kit. SE means, you know what is SE? Standard Edition. SE means Standard Edition. We also say it is Core Java. SE means Standard Edition, or it is also known as Core Java. It's Core Java. So you can download it. You see, this is the official site. You'll find that for every operating system, for every platform, for every operating system, you see, you got an appropriate version of JVM which you can download and install it on your machine. You see, now based on the operating system, you can just do that. You can download the JDK and you can install it. Okay. Now, how do we install it? I'll give you the documents. Okay. I'll give you people the documents of how to install it, how to configure it. So today evening I'll try to share it. Yeah. So you can use it to install JDK. And also I'll try to share an ebook which you can refer. So though it's an old book, but as a beginner, if you're a beginner, especially for you people, it is going to help you people a lot. Okay. Yeah. Completely new, or if you know Java to some extent, if you're completely new to Java, or if you know Java to some extent, still this book is going to help you people a lot. Even people who are familiar with Java, who have already gone through core Java, they have knowledge on core Java, even new people can refer to that book. Okay, it's fine. So you know, this classes are recorded, and I'm going to share the records through Dropbox folder. Okay, so if you want access to the Dropbox folder, you have to send me a mail. Especially if you'd like to continue with the training, please send me a mail to this ID, a confirmation mail. Okay, so if you wish to continue with this training, what you can do is you can just drop me a mail. So I'll share this records every day, and even you'll find installation documents and ebook. in it. So by today evening, I'll share that Dropbox folder. Okay, fine. So every day the records will be shared through Dropbox folder. You will find the records in the Dropbox folder. So you should see an invitation in your inbox for the Dropbox folder today evening. I need some time for that. By next class, I'll try to share it. Okay, by next class, I'll share it. Yes, fine. So you have to make sure that you copy the records from the Dropbox folder and add and save them to your local drive. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is what I have today to tell you people. So Java platform, and from tomorrow onwards we'll start with the programming part. Okay. Yes. We'll start with programming from tomorrow onwards. Sure, Narsima, you can do that. Sure. Yeah. Yes. And okay, people who have just attended today, Rahul, Prashant, Vineet, hope you people are comfortable. Let me give you the training schedule. So every day we'll have session for, you know, 2.5 hours or so. Yes. But initially for a few days, we'll have session for 1.5 hour. See, today we had the session for 1 hour 15 to 20 minutes. So initially for 3 days or 4 days. After that, I'll make it 2.5 hour sessions. So this training duration will be 8 weeks. 8 weeks plus 1 week we need it for non-Java technologies like Ajax, AngularJS, jQuery to learn such things. Okay. Yes, I'll be using Eclipse, Narsima. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Sai Suryan. Yeah, I'll be using Eclipse itself. And you know what we'll be covering as part of this training. So I've already mentioned it in the last class. If you people have missed it, so we'll start with core, advanced, and enterprise edition. It includes servlets, JSPs, EJBs. EJBs only records, not live sessions. Apart from that, XML processing APIs uh, and web services APIs. Like we'll show you people how to develop both RESTful and SOAP-based web services. So we'll use frameworks like Access2, Jersey for web services development. We'll use APIs like JAX-RS, JAX-WS also. Apart from that, we'll also learn API frameworks like Spring, Struts, JSF, okay, Hibernate, and Access2 and Jersey. So a lot of frameworks you'll learn. JUnit framework for testing purpose. So these are all the things which will be covered as part of this training. So coming to the schedules, we'll have session 6 days a week. Going forward, we'll have long sessions over the weekends. So you have to attend that long session on weekend. Okay. Yeah. Saturday or Sunday, I'll take 3.5 to 4 hour session. And sometimes going forward, you'll find that we'll have sessions on both Saturday and Sunday. In that case, I will be giving you people a break on the weekdays. Fine. In case if you miss a class, you'll have access to the records in the Dropbox folder. You will get the record. Yeah, you can go through the record. If you got any doubts, you can come back and ask me. You can clarify your doubts. Okay, you can go through the record. If you got any issues or any doubts, you can clarify them. So, and regarding the project, yes, I'll explain one project. Okay, yes, I'll explain one project as part of this training. Weekend times also almost will be similar. All either we'll have the class at 7:30 p.m. and it extends for 3.5 hours. That means till 10:30, 11 o'clock. Or else it will be in the morning at 5:30 a.m. Indian time. It will be for 3.5 4 hours in the morning. It starts at 5:30 a.m. and from there you can just calculate 3.5 to 4 hours. Okay, that will be time. If it is evening, of course it will be 7:30 or 7 p.m. Indian time. Okay, if it is in morning, it will be at 5:30 a.m. or 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. Indian time or 5:30 a.m. Indian time. Okay, yeah. And one more thing, I wanted to confirm with you people. So, is 7 p.m. Indian time fine for everyone? Can we start the class at 7 p.m. Indian time? So, just once again, I'm sorry. I'm asking confirmation from you people. So, is there anyone who says no? Have it. Okay. Okay. But yeah, there will be few people from Central Time, so it will be 7:30 a.m. for them. If it is Pacific time, it will be little early for them. Okay, fine. But 7 should be ideal. Even for me, 7 is better. Okay, I can't start earlier than 7. Okay. So, is there anyone who says no? Hope everyone is comfortable with 7 p.m. Right? Is there anyone who says no? There's no one like that, right? Okay. So we'll fix it. So we'll start at 7. Okay, 7 p.m. Indian time. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll start at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Indian time. Okay. So tomorrow also, this is first weekend, we'll have session for 1 hour or so. Okay. But from Monday or Tuesday onwards, most probably from Tuesday, I'll make it 2.5 hours. Okay. Tomorrow and Monday also, it will be short sessions. Please bear with me. After that, I'll conduct long sessions for you people. Okay. Yes. So you know what? Once again, I would like to assure you people that we are going to use tools, and you'll find that okay, I'll be sharing the course content. Just give me one day, so I have to create a Dropbox folder for you people and share that Dropbox folder. Every day I'll be uploading the records, and even the course content I'll try to add it, the outline of it. You can go through. Yes, Prashant. Sometimes you have to attend the class on Sunday also. Okay. So this is a trade-off because we have a lot of topics to cover. As I told you people, you have 6 frameworks to cover, and you have a lot of APIs, so it would take some time for us. So that's the reason why I'll conduct long sessions. Sometimes you have to attend morning and evening sessions also on weekends. So, but I'll make sure that you have enough break in between. Okay. Yes. So if I conduct a class on Saturday and Sunday, then what I will do is I'll actually, give a break over the weekdays. Most of the times, my record, okay, is that I will be conducting the classes 6 days a week, definitely. Okay, that is my record. Most of the times, it will be 6 days a week. Sometimes, occasionally, very rare, we may have a session for 5 days a week, but very rare. But it will be 6 days most of the times. Okay, yes, fine. So I have one more request. Please make sure that you send me the mail to which mail ID you want me to share the Dropbox records. Also, please send me your reference details, like you're from which consultancy or which institute. Please add those details also. The reference details, please, all of you. Okay, so if you wish to continue with the training, please confirm that okay, you would like to continue, and so that you'll also please provide the reference details so that I can share the Dropbox folder with you people, which includes the records of today and yesterday's session also, and the installation documents and ebook for reference as of now. Okay, so any queries from anyone? Okay, good then. So we have a class tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay. So people have missed yesterday's class. As I told you, people, you didn't miss much. I didn't talk about any programming stuff. It was just a course content outline and the training details, and just it was an introduction. Yeah. So yeah, few people are interested to know about myself also. So let me just explain my experience with these technologies, especially with Java. So how long I'm working with Java? I've been working with Java from past 8 years, and throughout my experience, I've gone through various technologies in Java, various frameworks in Java, different projects in Java, and apart from that, I got a good exposure to the associated technologies of Java. You know, um, apart from Java, I also work with Hadoop framework. So you might have heard about Hadoop. So why I'm working with Hadoop? Because is anyone familiar how Java is related to Hadoop? Hope you might have heard about Hadoop definitely, right? But how is Java related to Hadoop? Actually, Hadoop framework is developed using Java itself. It is purely based on Java. It is completely developed using Java. And we use Java in one of the Hadoop sub frameworks called as MapReduce. It is completely based on Java, and we have a lot of things which are built on top of Java. Or Java is used. Complete framework itself is built in Java. So that's the reason why, as a Java developer, I got the chance and opportunity to work with Hadoop also. I actually do conduct trainings on Hadoop as well, apart from Java. But my main, you know, slots will be booked for Java itself because I've got many students for Java. So, actually, I didn't concentrate much on Hadoop trainings because I'm very tight with Java. But yes, I conduct at least one batch a day for Hadoop also because I want to make sure that I'm working with Hadoop. I want to make sure that I also give trainings for Hadoop. Yes. So Hadoop, what is it? So basically, if you're not familiar with Hadoop, let me tell you people. So it is used, it's a framework, which helps you people to deal with big data. Big data means huge volumes of data. Hadoop provides the support for both storage as well as processing big data. So big data means huge volumes of data, large data sets. Even your database servers, they cannot manage such data. Okay. So it's really difficult to manage such data and process it. So that is where Hadoop came into the picture, which provides the support for storage of large data sets or huge volumes of data. Not only storage support, but it also provides, um, processing support for processing that large volumes of data. And the main feature or advantage of Hadoop is, you see, it provides or it helps us to manage this large data and process it using, you know, just a minute, actually, my battery is dying. Just a minute. Yeah. Sorry. So we can use your normal computers for it. Yes. We say commodity computers. The term which is used is commodity computers, not supercomputers. Very simple machines. The machines which we use so they can be used, but it won't be a single machine. You'll have many such machines, a cluster we say. Okay, but I guess I'm talking more about it. Yes, but just a brief overview of what is Hadoop. So you'll find that it is completely based on Java, though other languages are also used in Hadoop framework, but Java is predominant one. Okay, so that is what I do generally. I work with Java and with its associated technologies. I also got a chance to work with Amazon Web Services, though I don't teach it. Amazon, AWS, we say Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services. Okay, so these are my expertise areas of expertise: Java and its frameworks and the associated technologies of Java, like Hadoop framework. Even Amazon Web Services is also related to Java itself. Yes. Okay. So I've been conducting trainings from past, I can say, 5 to 6 years. It is more than 5 years actually. It is close to 6 years now. So uh, I've been conducting trainings for online online trainings from past 5 to 6 years. It is more than 5 years. It's six or more than six actually, I can say. Okay, so most of the times in my career in teaching, I've conducted online trainings itself a lot. Yes, I've actually managed hundreds of batches as of now from past 6 years. So I have got the chance and opportunity to take sessions continuously for online students. Yeah. Okay. So do you include those topics in our training session? Which topics like Hadoop and Amazon Web Services? No, I'm sorry. Java itself is so extensive, uh, but you will find that, of course, your training knowledge which you gain from here, uh, yeah, it will give you a platform to unfold or to learn other technologies also. You know what? This training, so Java training which I'm conducting, which it will definitely help you people to work with Java and its associated technologies, but Java, especially Java and its frameworks as of now, not Hadoop or Amazon Web Services, I can say, not like that. And one more thing, this training is not going to be an end for the learning. Okay, so once you're done with the training, it doesn't mean that you're done learning Java. But to be frank, okay, this is a fact. Your learning starts from where we end the training. Yes, you'll find that you have a lot of things to explore, but I'll give you assurance that, you know what, you will have a strong foundation and a platform from where you can start exploring the things on your own, okay, with confidence. That is what I can assure. Okay, so whatever technology is related to Java, you will be definitely able to explore them, unfold them. Okay, on your own, you should be able to work with it. So that much of knowledge I'm going to induce. So whatever the topics, frameworks which I've mentioned, like struts, hibernate, spring, access to JSF, Jersey. So you're going to learn it to good extent. You're going to learn it to very good extent, I can say. I'll show you people a lot of applications, examples on it. We'll be working with them in the class itself, definitely. Okay. Yes. Uh, Apart from that, we have other topics also which we'll discuss. Yeah. Okay. There is one more question. Will the training help us to clear Java certifications? You see, I can say that this training is not completely oriented to certification. Okay. But definitely it will help you people to study for a certification. Okay. This is more towards market and the job needs, I can say that rather it is more oriented towards job requirements rather than certification exams, writing certification exams. Yeah, that is how I've tailored it. Yes, but definitely the concepts which you're going to learn here, these are all the foundations, the topics which you'll find in certification exams most of the times. So working a little bit more on the exam topics, and especially you will find that in certification they'll ask questions, all questions will be there. So you have to study on that topics particularly. Although we'll be covering it in the session, still you have to concentrate more and make sure that we can clear it. It's not a big deal, you can say. Yeah. So that is what I have got to say. So any other questions, please let me know. And one more thing, I can say that uh, I'll be giving you running notes, okay? Running notes and records. So as I was doing today, so please make sure that you take running notes wherever it is necessary. Definitely, I'll give you people running notes wherever it is necessary. I will be giving you people running notes. You can just make a note of it, and anyways, you'll have reference books and websites where you can get more information and explore it. Yes. Okay. Fine. So once you're done with the training, if you practice all the exercises which I give, whatever the task which I give, uh, minimum of 2 years experience will gain. That is what I can assure. Minimum of 2 years experience. Minimum, I'm saying. Maximum, it depends on you people how you work and on those topics, and how you work with the assignments, how you explore. You see, just listening to the class is not enough anywhere. Whatever you take, not only Java, even your subjects which have gone through in masters or in your colleges, you know that you have to study more, right? Yes. So you have to do some work from your side also. Definitely, you'll gain more knowledge. Okay, than what I said. 2 years, I'm assuring you. But provided you practice all the exercises or tasks, whatever I give. Okay, fine. So that's it. So still any questions, please let me know. Okay, good. So, you know, make sure that one thing, make sure that you attend the classes regularly, especially weekend sessions also. You know, I would like to say one thing. If you don't want to work hard, then Java is not a choice for you people. You have to work hard, especially just 8 weeks. Please, you have to work with me. You'll find that sometimes, it may be difficult for you people to catch up me in the training because you'll have weekend sessions, morning, evening. Sometimes, I'll tell you. So I may take the session for you people in the evening, right? So 3 hours, 4 hours. So even I wake up early in the mornings. So you have to just make sure that you are in sync with me and just take the training. Okay? Yes. That is what one thing. But you see, you'll have a lot of topics, but make sure that you practice it regularly. That will help you people. But if you don't have that will, then I'm sorry, Java is not for you people. You can go for other technologies, right technologies. Don't waste your time. That is very straightforward suggestion from my side. Okay. If you have time and if you want to really willing to learn it, then of course you have a lot of opportunities also here. The more you work, the more you have struggle, the more you have opportunities as well here. Yes, in Java is widely used in many areas in the software industry. So you'll get the job, but the only thing is make sure that you work hard. Otherwise, okay, if you're just taking it light, no, please don't go for this training at all. I'm suggesting you people don't ever waste your time here. Yes, make sure that you work for 8 weeks, then definitely it will give you some good results. Yeah. Okay. That is what I wanted to say in the beginning itself. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your patience and thanks for your suggestions, questions, and all. So let's meet tomorrow then. Okay. Thank you. That's all.